Yo, this your boy Demerit, tried and true TNT. You already know, Miami native, coming out of Liberty City, Scott Projects. But I went to Miami Nolan Senior High School, played running back, started, got a full scholarship at University of Minnesota, went off on a football scholarship, ended up coming back home a year later, homesick. FIU, ended up being their first starting running back. But on July 4th, 2004 was when my life turned. I was caught up with some teammates, man, and some armed robbery, home invasions, attempted murders, and we was all taken in. And I was facing 3 life sentences plus 70 years. So fighting that for about a year and a half, with co-defendants lying on me just because all the evidence was in my car, and me not snitching didn't make it no better. You know, I went in for trial a year and a half later, and God be the glory, man. The prosecutor looked over to my lawyer and said, we dropping all of Mr. Demerit's charges. Listen, we all say that prayer. God, you get me up out of this, and I'm going to do whatever it is that you want me to do. It was on that day when I was set free, man. God told me, listen, you got to leave football, and it's time for you to take another walk of life. It's the reason why I'm here. Preach the gospel, rap wherever I be an inspiration in the hood. This is what we're about. TNT, tried and true. We pray. You already know. Demerit.
Fisherman's Recordings presents their brand new album, At His Feet, with uplifting singles like I Need You and Living Comfortable in Misery. Your spirit will rejoice, available now in iTunes, or you can download their app at Fisherman's Recordings in Google Play Store or Apple iTunes Store. It is our hope that this album, At His Feet, will be a constant inspiration by helping you discover your place in the body.
What's going on? It's your boy Demerit, and I'm on next on Inside the Mind of an Artist. Tune in.
Alright, and welcome back, guys. I don't want to keep you waiting. I never do, because I hate waiting, okay? I know you see this fresh face up here, right? And you're wondering, who is he?
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault.
Oh, okay,
Just get good for the camera.
I have another amazing guest with me today, Mr. Demerit.
Yep, what's going on? How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Say hello to my people, though.
Hello, wonderful world of Inside the Mind of an Artist. How are you today? There you go.
Was that real? That was sincere, right? Because you love my people.
Yeah, I just got skills the way it came off.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's how we do it. You see that? Okay. All right, Mr. Demerit, you already know I am going to dive right in.
Let's go. I'm ready. I came ready. I'm born ready.
Born ready?
That's how we do it. Let's get it.
All right. So I like to start from the beginning.
Okay.
Right? Demerit. That's your artist name.
Artist and government name.
Artist and government name.
Yeah, just spelled 2 different ways.
Got you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What made you say I'm going to use my government name, even though it's spelled differently, as my artist name?
Because I wanted to keep my identity, because when you hear my music, you are hearing stories of family members, of friends, and people I encounter, but at the same time, you're hearing me. You're hearing my life, you're hearing my testimony, and you're hearing my story. So if I take myself out of that, it's like I'm making a superficial character.
Now that's different, because most people want to do this, I guess, alter ego, or this, put up this facade. Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
And he said, no, this is me, this is who I am in the flesh, take it or leave it.
What you see is what you get. When you meet me in the person, it's the same person you're gonna I portray myself as on social media. It's no gimmick.
I love it.
The real deal.
I love it. Now, after reading your bio, after reading your story, I know.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Okay.
Okay. Growing up, mom, dad, no. Single mom, right?
Single mom, did it all. I mean, I seen her work 2-3 jobs, me have to wake up and do my sister hair, make breakfast, get her ready for a bus. At the same time, I had to be to school on time. I mean, yeah, I've been through the ringers. Yeah, I can do hell.
Okay. Wait, now you said little sister. Is that the only sibling you have?
With my mom on the other side, there's 6 of us.
6 of you,
yes.
Wow.
The crazy thing is I didn't meet them until I was 21.
Really?
Really. When I first time I met my father.
Oh my God. Okay, see, now you're taking me. Wait. Okay, now it's just off the subject, but how was that experience meeting your father for the first time at 21?
Here's the crazy thing. You know when you meet a person but you know everything about him? Yeah. My dad is from Liberty City, went to Northwestern, went to Jackson, stayed in Mississippi, ended up being signed as a running back for the Denver Broncos. So I heard all the stories about my father. So me playing the same position, Went to the same high school before I got kicked out for fighting and ended up going to New Orleans. So walking in those footsteps, I had to hear the comparisons all my life, so it was really nothing when I met him. Actually, I wanted to fight him. And it was at my grandma's funeral, the day before the funeral, and that was my first time meeting him, and I actually wanted to fight him.
Is that because of
anger? Oh, I was mad. Oh, what? I haven't heard from you, haven't seen you, couldn't send a card. I signed to college, I'm on ESPN, I'm all over TV, you can't see your son, no type of shout out? Oh, I had an issue with it. I had very deep scars from my father not being in my life growing up. Yeah.
That brings me to so many questions.
Go ahead. Oh, Lord, I just opened a can of worms.
No, we're going to go in order. But I do like how you said, what school did you go to?
New Orleans. That's right. We fights around here. That's right.
Okay,
exactly.
I love that.
Oh my goodness.
I love that. And then too, you played football, like you said.
Right.
Right. Football was your passion. Football was your thing.
That was my thing. That was my stress reliever. That was the thing that helped me to be disciplined. Besides karate, doing karate for 8 years, first degree black belt. Once I got serious with football, I kind of weaned away from it. But yeah.
Okay, so then. Why not this big football career?
I mean, it was. I mean, I signed to Division I college coming out of high school, ended up coming back home, playing for Florida International, and then I was still running the streets, serving cocaine, serving weed. I was trying to live the double lifestyle, and it kind of caught up with me. The old saying, you don't get caught for what you actually did, but you'll get caught up sooner or later. Mm-hmm. And I got caught up sooner or later, even though it wasn't the thing I actually did.
Now, you got an interesting story. So I love how you're just trying to give me the peelings. Don't give me no peelings. I like meat and potatoes, okay? I'm a big girl.
Go ahead.
Okay?
What you want to
But you got an amazing story because...
Yeah, it's
you know
a
what
lot.
I mean?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean...
And then too, before you go into your story, and that's when you mentioned about your dad, when I said... that makes me ask so many questions, about it, because then does that lead into your story? And does that motivate you now to who you are? And, what about you? It makes me ask you so many questions.
You are absolutely.
So do not rob me of my meat.
Oh my goodness. I must admit, yes.
I want you to start from
the lack of fatherhood and the influence that it had on my lifestyle. Well, growing up in the Scout Projects and then moving over to the Bajas, the only thing we seen in our hoods was the celebrities and the dope boys. And actually the dope boys were the celebrities. They was the one who took care of all of the athletes. So growing up, I was always told, you ball, we take care of you. Point blank, period. So as I grew up, I got tired of depending on people wanting to give me money, so I wanted to get my own. So I got my own little crew. Started moving around New Orleans, started moving around down south by FIU, started moving around in Jacksonville. Just started moving in different places. And I was making my own money. So, I really didn't need the support. I started, I want to say 17. Okay. Going into my senior year, I go to school with $300, $400 in my pocket. Kept a rental the whole school year, my senior year. Different rentals, flipping them out every 2-3 months. It was a lifestyle. Different shoes. I never wore the same shoes twice going into my senior year. It was crazy. It was crazy. I kind of lived that movie lifestyle. So I know who's been there and who's faking the funk, because the people who've actually been there don't want to go there again, because it's a fun lifestyle, but at the same time you gotta keep your head over your shoulder. As always, you gotta count your money. Are they shorting you? Are they trying to get you? They trying to hit you? So there's nothing to glorify if you actually been in it.
Mm-hmm. Now that lifestyle led you to 9 felonies, and 3 of them,
homework.
3 of them being life sentences.
Right.
Right.
Correct.
I don't even want to hear no more yet. See,
Go ahead.
Y'all gotta stay tuned. This is getting good, okay? So I'll be right back. Yes.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. I apologize, people. We'll be back after these commercials. Demerit.
There's a king and a fool in every man. Moment by moment, you make the choice. Straight up, I'm back 1,000.
Fisherman's Recordings presents their brand new album, At His Feet, with uplifting singles like I Need You and Living Comfortable in Misery. Your spirit will rejoice, available now in iTunes, or you can download their app at Fisherman's Recordings in Google Play Store or Apple iTunes Store. It is our hope that this album, At His Feet, will be a constant inspiration by helping you discover your place in the body of Christ.
Right, welcome back guys to Inside the Mind of an Artist. Today, right now, this very moment, I'm inside this artist's mind, Mr. Demerit himself. I left off what? 9 felonies and 3 of them being life sentences, right?
3.
3. Tell me about it.
Man,
You know,
sheesh. I mean, to go a different route from what you already know, besides my mom not being able to go to school, I meant to work, my sister not being able to go to school for 2 to 3 months, all because one night, July 4, 2004, on campus at Florida International down south, I decided to allow some boys to use my car to commit a couple of robberies, and they put all the guns in my trunk. And of course, I carried my own firearm, so when I walked to my car at 4 o'clock in the morning, to go roll a joint, of course, being my lifestyle at that time, police pulled me, illegally arrested me, but once they arrested me, they searched the car, they found ski masks, they found guns, they found all the suits, the gloves, everything that was used in every robbery was in my trunk. And so when they arrested me and took me in, the sergeant told me, said, listen, we already got word that you weren't there and that you're not a part of this, but it's in your car, so if you don't tell us, we have to charge you with the most. And I told him, just go ahead and book me because I wasn't going to snitch.
wow.
So when I got in, my co-defendant actually, the one who actually did it, switched on me. And I was being quiet for him, and he ended up switching it, saying I was the mastermind of everything, doing everything. So even with people coming in to testify on my behalf, it was just like, yo, what can I do? It's in my car. So I was held in there on no bond for almost 8 months. Finally got a bond. It was $300,000. For another 2 months to get it cut down to $30,000. And thank God for the wonderful people of the neighborhood of Miami Gardens who came in. I mean, was dropping off money. You know, family members was giving $5,000 here, $10,000 here. You know, we had to get a lawyer that cost $35,000. I finally bonded out, and when I went to court 8 months later, I was on house arrest, and the prosecutor looked at us, was ready for trial. And I tell people this all the time: I was prepared to have my life taken away. I went in there with the mindset like, if I walk, just make sure I give my mom her last kiss, because I just didn't know what was going to happen. All the odds was against me, and to walk in there and to see and to hear the prosecutor look at me and to admonish me for the change I had done made, because I went in with dreads, but by the time of my trial, I had done cut up, I had done got clean cut, I was carrying myself differently. You could see my demeanor, my aura was different, to the point where the judge even acknowledged it. And she said, we want to drop Mr. Demerit charges. And I'll never forget, my mom almost falling out behind me. It was like a movie to me. So, you know, I walked out of there a free man. And I'll never forget the house arrest officer calling me, why aren't you home? I'm like, I'm not on house arrest no more, I'm free. And meet me at my house to take this off my ankle. And I just ran out of there just crying, man. I still relive that because it's a humbling experience, because I went from being a superstar running back to public enemy #1. Where I'm all over ESPN, CNN, Channel 7. I got all these news people in front of my house. I'm in the jail cell watching this.
Wow.
So it was embarrassing. So, you know, thank God I'm here.
What did that do for you? What did that do for who I see today, Mr. Demerit? His music, you know, this lifestyle that you've chosen to serve God and put Him first now. What did that do for you?
I tell people all the time, it wasn't a big change, because I've always been this driven, passionate, versatile type person. What changed in me was my priorities. I always knew about God. I always knew family was important. I always wanted to make it big, to come back, to be able to take care of the hood. I always had that mindset, but now it's like, hold up. My priorities was things over God. So now it's just God, and the things come underneath God. So that transformation that happened from no bond to charges gone, that transition was needed for me in order to prioritize my life and to get my focus. So now I go back and I teach them young brothers, listen, you don't have to go this way. Take my story. Let me be the dummy for you. Let me be the one that blew his opportunity, because I blew a full scholarship. And I had to end up going back to college and paying out of my money. So, I mean, it is what it is. Thank God I'm here.
You got me all speechless. A tear about to come out, you know, because that's a really, really scary moment.
Yeah.
To walk in and just feel like, that's it. You know, I don't have no more. You know, and then for that to happen, you know, I don't even, oh my God, okay.
We're here.
Yes, we're definitely here. We're
God.
definitely here. Yes.
Thanks be to God.
Let me ask you, You know, is this a one-man show right now?
I wouldn't say a one-man show because the people who support me, the people who pour into me, the people who encourage me on a day-to-day basis, they walk this thing with me because it's their story I'm telling in the music. So although you might not be in the studio with me, you're connected with me. That's why whether it be you like my Facebook page, whether it be you connected with me through Instagram, when you see me on the streets, I go in the community. I'm in the hoods, whether it be Little Haiti, whether it be Overtown, whether it be Carol City or Miami Gardens. I'm around the people. So when they see me, they feel a part of everything that I do. Whether it's acting, whether it's music, or whether it's preaching, it doesn't matter. They're always there with me.
Okay, so what inspired your music now? And your writing and you getting into the music now? Because I'm ready right now to hear this song, okay?
Listen.
Yeah.
To take it back to the origins of the music and the art period,
yes.
You got to go back to grade school when I was writing poetry to get the girls. I mean, come on now. I mean, just keeping it real. That was the reason and the essence of why I did it at first. I'm the type of brother who used to go back and listen to 8 Ball and NJIE. I'm like, hold up, this what you do on songs? I could do this. So I used to go write my stuff, slide it on the desk, and just walk away. And don't say nothing till the next day. Did you receive a letter? Yeah, that was from me, baby. That was from me, baby. How you liked it? So that's where all the music started from, the poetry. And then it just evolved. And as I started changing, you know, everything I was doing in my life, it just became a part of it. I love putting out good music because I love good music. All right.
We're talking about good music.
Right.
I'm ready to hear some more good music. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah, of course. We're ready. We've been waiting.
Listen, inside the mind of an artist, we are about to premiere to you the one and only video, Just Living. And after you see this, I need you to go to iTunes and Google Play and Spotify. And I need you to go get this track, all right? Woo. And of course, co-star my girl. She's in the video representing. Make sure you check this out. Just Living. Yup.
We'll be back.
Just living. I can't sing, but it make you feel like you can sing.
Okay, well, spin a rap then. Spin a
you ready to go?
I mean, I know I just heard the music, but I mean, you know. You can't sing.
I can't sing, but I can spit like coming out of the gutter, never was undercover, but a bad little brother, never taught to be a lover, but the hustle on the turf, only raising a single mother, so you know I blazed the street, hot knife through butter, temple was unlevel, no reason for being subtle, leading me hellbound, I was riding in the shuttle, sins making the splash, got me sinking in the puddle, what's that you gotta discover when too many in your huddle. And I leave it right there.
I love it. That's okay. That's okay. I can get some more later. Right? Bring you back, get some more. Okay, all right. Long as I can get some more. Good. I love that video. That was amazing. Not because I was in it, of course.
It had 3/4 to do with it, though. 3/4. I mean, it may not be 100%, but at least 95%. The reason why you loved it because you had them nice little shots in there. I got to show you something. Okay, I got you something.
No. But I love the story that it told along with what you were saying.
Right.
You know, it was powerful. What made you choose that story?
It comes a part of the writing process. When you're writing, you're envisioning what you're seeing. So it was easy once the song came together with the hook. I was like, oh my gosh, this is almost like a movie of what people are going through. So I just saw 3 different stories, and as I started listening to the songs, I just kept writing. And after I wrote it, I was like, oh, all I needed are actors.
And you were the director.
I was the director. I produced it.
So you have many hats here.
Yeah, pretty much.
God is really blessing you here. I can't wait to see where you're gonna go next.
Oh Lord, please. Much is given, much is required. Don't ask for it if you're not willing to work for it. Because listen, I got a lot of sleepless nights, and I still got a wife and 2 kids.
Oh. Now wait a minute. You know what?
Yeah.
Before I tackle that, right? I can't help but to keep seeing this shirt flash out at me.
Oh, I pray.
Okay? Yes,
it's
white.
Listen,
So
I pray.
This is all you right here?
TNT, tried and true. You know, when you make it through what we done made it through, you tried, and now we true. We authentic out here with our story. And the only way we made it through all that is by praying. Prayer has to be a lifestyle. I don't care if you're in the jail cell, if you're in the streets. I don't care if you don't go to church. God still can hear your voice even if you don't go in them 4 walls. So prayer is a lifestyle that we're pushing. It's a movement and it's a mindset. Listen, connect with your creator. Stop trying to connect with the people around you.
Awesome. I want to go back to your family really, really quick.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, you said you have a wife and kids.
And 2 kids.
You had no father figure.
Right.
How does that feel now for you and your kids? In your kids' lives?
To be honest, it was a process because I had to go through my healing. And I thank God that the healing didn't happen when my kids were already here. That He allowed the healing to happen before they even came. Mm-hmm. So years ago, a man pulled me to the side because he saw I was hurting. I was still reaching for that man figure because we don't realize even in African culture, you're not a man until you're validated by another man. Mm-hmm. So I was still yearning for that. And this man told me, he said, listen, God blessed your father to sow the seed to get you here. He didn't bless him with the ability to raise you. And so, you know, that helped me. It set me free, and now it helped me to get the convictions to raise my son and my daughter. I never want them to go in life and say, who is my father, how my father look, where's my father? You don't got to worry about that. Your daddy is here. No matter how busy I am, that is my first ministry, my household.
Oh man, I love it. Me not knowing my father, hearing that is just amazing. You know, and it's just a testament for who you are today. You know, and I want to thank you so much for coming out today to Marriott. Thank you for sharing your story with me.
Definitely.
Okay, now before we go, I need you to tell these people, I need you to tell them, you know, first, what is that model that you live by? And then tell them something that, you know, you would want to inspire them even more to continue to do the, you know, the walk that they have with Christ and the music or whatever it is that they choose to do.
Gotcha. Well, my motto and the thing that I go off of is a famous quote by an evangelist named William Carey, and it says, expect great things from God, but attempt great things for God. I'll say that again. Expect great things from God, but attempt great things for God. And I say this to anybody that's struggling with their relationship with God. It might not be God who you're struggling with. It may be people, a church, a religion, a denomination that you're struggling with. That's not God. God wants to talk to you. He wants to connect with you. Seek that. Don't let no denomination, don't let no rules ever stop you from seeking a relationship with God. If you want to do music, listen. Respect the craft. Respect the art. Don't disrespect it by putting out junk. Okay? We have enough of it. We don't need no more of your junk. Alright? Much love, straight up.
Oh, Demario, you can't leave the people hanging. They need to know how they can follow you, where to get some more.
I'm sorry. You want to holler at me, you want to connect with me. Of course, you are as important as I am in this movement. Holla at me on Twitter and Instagram at D_MERIT, or you can like my Facebook page, and that's D''MERIT. Holla at me.
Alright, there you have it, guys. Mr. Demerit, stay tuned. We're wrapping it up right after these commercials.
Fisherman's Recordings presents their brand new album, At His Feet, with uplifting singles like I Need You and Living Comfortable in Misery. Your Spirit Will Rejoice, available now in iTunes, or you can download their app at Fisherman's Recordings in Google Play Store or Apple iTunes Store. It is our hope that this album, At His Feet, will be a constant inspiration by helping you discover your place in the body of Christ.
In the name of the Savior, that's Jesus, that be the rock that I'm leaning. The devil, imps and his demons, no by the blood they defeated. They fight me while I be sleeping because I keep in the seat. And on behalf of homies, I'm determined to earn for the kingdom, so bring them in. Line them up, watch my sword just devour. Who got the spirit of fear? I got the spirit of power. He towers over this earth, watching they thrones try and play you. Life starts when a church in, cause Jesus just saved you.
They wasn't ready for me when I dug it out the womb. Doctor said this baby gon' be getting them Jews too soon. Look what happened, I'm breaking news. That's why I thank God every day that he put me through. Yeah, my old boy's gone, but I let him know. Every track that I believes in is on the go. They'll know I'm breaking through like 2 double doors, bringing a new type of flow that they've been asking for. I praise God, throw my hands up high. From my Levi feet to my Levi knees, when I pray to God. They TGFAD now, though, don't spell it out. So everybody know exactly who I'm talking about. Man, I be G.O.D. wallin', I Holy Ghost stylin', my praises go big, even though I'm for size, just keeping my eye on the main prize, so I never get blinded. I may fall short sometimes, but that's why I'm reminded that. And with that said, it ain't hard to tell.
Go hard or go to hell.
I say, and with that said, it ain't hard to tell.
Go hard or go to hell.
And with that said, it ain't hard to tell.
Go hard or go to hell.
And with that said, it ain't hard to tell.
I know life is a game of chess. Why you trying to be fresh to death? You won't see me breaking the sweat when the devil out trying to flex. Cause I'm hard to offset. I just ain't that spirit to rest the affliction. Just the result that you rocking it with the best. Cause it's a fact, I ain't trying to be too dramatic. You acting, living the script while you trying to be cinematic. I'm causing a little havoc by spitting so automatic. The Holy Ghost have his way while I'm letting you haters have it. Being so diplomatic and militant in my tactic. You're hating, just hitting love, that just showing you a fanatic. Yeah, you can sit back and just act like it never happened. How I display the power of heaven, I'm bureaucratic and making it through the odds while he updating my status. I think I'm liking the odds while I'm facing a disadvantage. An underdog in the race while they sleeping thinking you average. But average was supernatural, a recipe for disaster. Now you looking disturbed, you ain't have a chance in the matter. You fighting against the word, I don't gotta say in the matter. So if you thought I was flattered by all your
Alright, welcome back to Inside the Minds of an Artist. Your host, NJIE SABIK, and we are at the end of the show, guys. Oh man, I didn't want to have to end so soon, but I thank God so much for these 2 great men that were able to come on stage and bless me with their music, with their stories, with their passion. Mr. Demerit, Mr. King David, I am truly touched. And I know you guys out there are truly touched too, right? I know I'll be hearing from a lot of you. I can't wait. Stay tuned for next week of Inside the Mind of an Artist.